All right, so let's talk proprietary blends. I'm Chad House, the founder of Mida Nutra, and proprietary blends are actually one of the reasons why I started our first supplement and then every supplement that came thereafter. So our first supplement was Man Greens. I've been a fan of green supplements for a long time. The idea that you can get an influx of nutrients from natural ingredients that aren't normally found in the diet, found in a regular diet, that appealed to me. Always has, always like the energy, the improved immunity, and things you're supposed to get from greens powders. So I was doing research for my book, The Man Diet, and I got into the supplement section. So this is 4 or 5 years ago. So with that research, I discovered that yes, there are a few ingredients that can increase testosterone. Not many. Almost all of the ones that claim to increase testosterone are basically done on rats. The studies are done on rats. There's a few human trials with things like Tongat Ali that are effective and so forth, but you need a certain dose to have that effect. And then I looked at the greens powders. Okay, so wheatgrass is a popular one. Is wheatgrass the best? To help with energy and immunity? No, there's actually spirulina and moringa, which are much more nutritiously dense, and they have better nutrients. So I started looking at greens powders. I found that most of them use cheap ingredients like wheatgrass, and there's more effective options. Then I found that to be effective, something like spirulina needs around 5 grams. And I looked at all these greens powders, and none of them had 5 grams of spirulina. On top of that, most of them had proprietary blends. And I thought this was a cool way to have a very effective formula and not disclose that formula to everyone else so that people won't steal your supplement idea, steal your formula, repackage it, and produce their own. So I thought it was a way to protect your intellectual property. Like Coca Cola will protect its intellectual property by not releasing its recipe, which they're super protective of because of taste. But Coca Cola isn't a healthy product, so they don't have to include certain doses of certain ingredients to have a positive effect. They're purely after taste. That's all that matters to them, and they want to be addictive. So it's not a proprietary blend in a supplement is not the same as a protected recipe in something for taste like Coca Cola, which is an easy example because they protect their recipe so closely. So I thought that that's what a proprietary blend was. Then I discovered this idea when I was trying to create my own supplement. I'm like, okay, well, none of these supplements have enough moringa, none of them have enough spirulina, none of them have enough ashwagandha, they don't have the right kind of ashwagandha, none of them are all organic. So I started looking at including full doses from good sources of these specific ingredients that are shown to have health benefits. And what I found was that most companies will use a proprietary blend, and they don't use it, well, none of them use it to protect their formula. What they do is they use it so they can include a spirulina in a blend and then include it in a tiny fraction of a dose and fill that blend with other ingredients that are cheaper but still include spirulina in their supplement, so they are seen to have healthy ingredients. The problem is they don't disclose the dose, so you don't know how much you're getting, and you're probably, and by me saying probably, you are wasting your money on that supplement if they use a proprietary blend. The other thing with proprietary blends is when I started looking for manufacturers, I ended up getting a good manufacturer who was just starting out at the same time, so he didn't have this practice. But most manufacturers have their house blends, their house products. So you want to come up with a greens product. Oh, we've got this. You'll get it for like super cheap, $5, $4, $3 per canister. You put your labeling on it, you wrap around your branding, and you can sell ours and have a crazy markup. But they're super cheap. Most supplement companies will do this. They won't create their own actual supplements. They'll just use the manufacturer's blend and then sell it. So it's called white labeling. That is a big part of proprietary blends. But the other aspect is some companies do create their own blends. So what they do is they'll include uh, the expensive ingredients, the ones that are actually effective. They'll include them in a blend that has 2 grams. Then they'll fill it with other things, wheatgrass or broccoli or all these other different things that are cheaper, less nutritiously dense. Put it in a blend and call it the immunity blend or the health blend or whatever. And that is done to, one, include healthy ingredients in their supplement so it looks like it's a good supplement. 2, it's done to keep costs down and to be able to charge a lot because they technically have this healthy ingredient. But again, to have a good effective amount of spirulina, you need around 5 grams. So they don't have 5 grams. The entire blend's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 grams with all these other ingredients in it. So they don't include the full dose, but they're able to increase margins. So that, when I found that out with the proprietary blend, and then I started looking at all these different companies that use proprietary blends, I didn't want to use any of their supplements. I thought they were great supplements. I'm a fan of the founders of the supplement. I love their marketing. Some of these companies seem to be really good and genuine, but they use proprietary blends and you don't know exactly what you're getting from the supplement. You don't know if it's actually going to have an impact. Again, you need that full dose, full clinically effective dose to have an impact. And what we want from supplements are impacts. We want effects. We want benefits. So I looked at all these supplements, couldn't find one that I actually liked, and I started creating my own. I created Man Greens, which has full clinically effective doses. Then we did Man Boost, full clinically effective doses. It's like a multivitamin for men that has minerals that can block aromatase, which is the conversion of testosterone to estrogen. Then we did, Man Mojo, and we've done Drive, which is a stimulant-free energy booster. We've done a post-workout or intra-workout supplement. So we've done all these simply by including full doses of the best ingredients. And to be fully transparent, now that I was aware of this and I've looked for other companies that do the same, there are a few other companies that do this. There aren't very many, but there are a few companies. So if you're looking for a good supplement, whether it's from us or someone else, like we won't have certain supplements just because I don't want to create them. Like I don't really want to create a pre-workout. I think there are other companies that do that very well. And we can't really improve upon it. We're not going to create a protein because you get a good New Zealand whey. There's no hormones in it. Just, use that. That's not something we're going to dramatically improve upon. The supplements we do create, we try to dramatically improve upon them. So Man Brain is our nootropic. It's dramatically better than other nootropics because it has full doses of effective ingredients to improve focus, long-term memory, and recall and brain health and so forth. But there are other companies that use this. So whether you're looking to get something from us or get something from someone else, one, if it says proprietary blend on it, if it says blend of any kind, without disclosing the individual amounts of each ingredient, don't buy it. If it doesn't have that and it does disclose the ingredient dosages per ingredient, do a little research to make sure that these are the best ingredients for what you're trying to do. And then all you really have to do is look up the clinically effective dose of a ingredient, of a spirulina, ashwagandha, so forth. So that's what proprietary blends are. They are the scourge, whatever, of the supplement industry. It's a way for companies to create massive growth, appear to be honorable and good while putting profits before quality. Again, not all companies do that. I've seen more and more companies pop up using full clinically effective doses. I can do a video on that in the future. I'll look through companies that I actually think are good. We do that. We obviously use full clinically effective doses. The one that's broken up is Drive. We have full clinically effective doses of the ingredients, but it's broken up into 4 parts because I want to be taking an energy booster all day long. So I broke that into 4 servings per day. So if you have 4 servings per day, you'll get your full clinically effective dose. But yeah, that's what proprietary blends are. They're not good. Avoid them at all costs. if a company doesn't have a proprietary blend and they list their ingredients, they're far more likely to be quality. Then just double check on that clinically effective dose, and then you know if it's a good supplement. That is the way to tell if a supplement is good and effective, is if it has a full clinically effective dose of the right ingredients, the science-backed ingredients backed by human trials, not just rat studies. So that's what a proprietary blend is. That's why we don't use them. And that's something you should watch out for. Don't buy supplements that have proprietary blends. They're useless. There's options out there of good quality supplements that use full doses. Hope you learned something about that. Again, that's one of the reasons why I started Mitonutra, why we started with Man Greens, is because I don't want to be taking something as a proprietary blend, and I don't think you should either. So yeah, hope you liked the video. If you did, please subscribe to this channel. I'll come up with more stuff on ingredients and nutrients and supplements that help men perform better and improve health and so forth, as well as different diet kind of videos and focused around health as well, and some motivation stuff. So hope you liked the video. Talk soon.